Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we're talking about today is the truth about why women filed for divorce at pretty much 80%. I'm going to show you a video, okay? And I want you to really listen, but I also want you to read what is written in that video, okay? And then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my real perspective on this. So let me go ahead. Let me share my screen with you guys. You know how it goes. Okay, and here we go.
Do you really want to know why 80% of divorces are filed by women? Because it's not adultery and it's not abuse. We know that adultery occurs at virtually identical rates in marriages, and we know abuse occurs at virtually identical rates. In fact, if anything, abuse against men by their wives is far, far underreported. So if there's not a disproportionate amount of abuse or cheating, why is there a disproportionate amount of women filing for divorce? Do you know what the number one factor predicting divorce is? Do you know what the number one factor or life event immediately preceding a divorce is? The husband losing his job, losing his business, or experiencing a major mental health crisis such as severe depression. You see, because men love women for who they are, and women love men for what they can provide. You see, women aren't interested in your struggles and are not interested in helping you through your struggles. They wait at the finish line and pick the winners. And the one right women always reserve is the right to change their mind, often changing the horse they're betting on mid-race. Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. That's why they file 80% of divorces. Do you really?
Now, before I stop sharing, it actually occurred to me that it didn't show it on the screen, but the caption to this video is actually really telling, because not only is what he's saying true, I'm going to read you the caption. The caption says, "I left my job for a business, and she left me because she couldn't see the bigger picture. Now I'm living my dream single to the day that I die." Okay? And I thought that was super important. That's what actually caused that man to make that video, because his wife left him, because he left his job to open a business, and she couldn't understand that. She couldn't see the bigger picture there, so she left. I'm going to get back to that. But y'all always leave women, and this goes back to the video that I talked about the live stream I did about the housewives being the worst profession for modern women, okay? The stay-at-home wife, because these women actually are never submitted. These women are never actually on board with the vision of their husbands. They never actually do that. They never actually are listening to anything that he says, right? They leave when the husband needs their support the most. That's when they cut out. That's when they skedaddle out of the door, because they had no intention of ever helping him through anything at all, okay? It proves that they were never supportive. They were never submissive. They were never willing to cooperate. They was never listening to anything that the husband said that he needed or said that he wanted. Let's talk about some of the reasons that was stated in the video that precede divorces filed by women. Let's take a mental health breakdown. If he's got a mental health crisis, chances are that these chicks out here y'all have ignored this man. You ignored every red flag that he could have possibly thrown up. about the state of his mental health. You don't check on your man. You always think that it's some type of a thing that makes you weak, or I don't know what y'all think it make you, to ask this man what's going on with him, or to simply pay attention to what's going on with him. His sudden mood change, he's not really the person that you are accustomed to, that the person that you met. Maybe he was talkative before, now he's more withdrawn, he's quieter, he seeks out solitude and seclusion more, he's more irritable, he has lost interest in sex, he might have lost interest, he might have gained more weight. All of these things are indicative of somebody being in trouble emotionally and possibly on a mental health level. And instead of you checking up on him, y'all get offended immediately by his behavior, and you make it a point of an argument. You take it personally when he don't want to talk. You take it it's always something personal, and then you nag and you badger. Well, why don't you do this? Or you used to be like this and you used to be like that. Instead of saying, well, he changed. What could have changed him? What could have been going on? Is it me? Is it the kids? Is it what's going on that this man is now much different than I'm accustomed to him behaving and being? You never stop to ask them questions. Y'all act like asking a man how he doing is some type of crime. But you want somebody to be catered up behind you 24 hours a day, trying to figure out what's going on with you while you have, you know what I'm saying, attitudes from nowhere. But anyway, y'all go about y'all life, ignore that man. Oh, he'll be all right. Oh, he'll be all right. And then when he snapped, now you don't know what's going on. You didn't ask. And when he was showing you all the signs that something was going on, you were so oblivious and caught in your own selfish world, you couldn't care less what was going on with him. No way. Losing his job. If he lost his job, you're not willing to go through whatever sacrifice or changes that have to occur after that to either help put the family back on track or to keep the family afloat. You're not willing to do any form of working or struggling or sacrificing or rearranging. You're not willing to do any of this stuff because this man lost his job. It might have not been through any fault of his own. And now he come to you. He don't feel good to have to come to his wife and tell his wife, and y'all may or may not have children that's dependent on him, to come sit you down and tell you that as it stands right today, I don't have a paycheck coming up. So now I got to figure out. I have to figure out how I'm going to provide for y'all. No man feel good coming to his family to say that, especially if he has been a man that has been doing that has been providing. He don't want to come tell you he can't do that no more, or he can't do it reasonably to the level that he been doing it. Because that's like a failure to him. He don't want you to look at him like a failure. So these are times when he needs your support the most. For you to tell him, I got you. I got you. Whatever your plan is, I'm going to work it with you. I'm going to work it with you. Whatever you need me and the kids to be doing. You need me to take a job. You know, you might not have been working. Now it might be time for you to hit a job again. You need me to take a job, keep us afloat while you solve this problem. I'll do that. No, I don't really want you to do that. We got a little savings, but I do kind of need you to, stay with my mom or stay with your mom. And what I'll do is I'll move with a friend of mine rent a little room, and I'm gonna work for these next 6 months. I'm gonna find something, you know, what I need to do, and I'm gonna save up X amount of money, and then I'll be able to come get you and the kids, and we're gonna have our life again. Whatever the plan is, whatever it is. But you cut out. You gone. You ain't got no job. You whatever response you had, it ain't the response you were supposed to have. It's not the response of a good wife. It's not the response of a supportive wife. It's a response of a chick that was hanging around, and now she can't get nothing out of it. Now she deuces. She out. Whatever, dude. I don't care if it's been 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, or 15 years. You out of there. And finally, this case of this man here said he left his job to get a business. You know what, women, y'all something else. If this man been providing for y'all the whole time without no lapse, and he come tell you, I quit my job. Quit my job today. And I'm going to pursue this business right here. Y'all about the most ignorant chicks I have ever met, because y'all think that man impulsively did that, and that he did not think about what the future would hold, or what things could possibly go right or could possibly go wrong with this decision. Your immediate response is, how could you do that? And you just didn't think about me and the kids and what we needed. Yes, he did. He been thinking about you. And I'm telling you, there ain't a man worth the salt going bread that's been providing for his family. And he come in here and tell you he quit his job. You best believe he got an entire plan worked out how he gonna work that. Because he know you depending on him, duh. He know you want him to figure it out. He know that you want to live the way you been living or better. But a lot of times these men be going into these jobs and workplaces, and maybe the money be good, but it suck his soul dry. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't himself. He can't be himself. He hate where he at. He hate the work environment. All the hours he got to put in, and all of the stressful work he got to do to bring home that money that you spend, like he ain't doing nothing to get it. While you complain about trivial things. And he like, man, if you knew the kind of stuff I was going through to bring these kinds of checks home to you, just to hear you and these kids mouth off and not value me and take me for granted. But a man that's been providing the worth of salt, he already thought about this. That's why he resigned today, because part one of the plan that already worked and went through. This ain't no leave a job and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. We just gonna wing it, baby. That's y'all. Women impulsively do stuff. Girl, I couldn't take it no more, girl. I quit today. I found me another job. That's not what he did. That is not at all what he did. By the time he got to the point where he turned in his resignation to the boss, part one of the plan done already went through. He done already got the loan approved for the start, for the seed money for his business, and he already invested in it and bought what he needed to buy. Now he coming to tell you, and he telling you at this stage, really so you won't worry. But what you do is you show him the lack of trust that you always had in his leadership and in his judgment. That woman that left that man, she never trusted him. She never trusted his judgment. She never trusted what he was going to do. She never submitted to his vision. She couldn't see it. She couldn't see it. She couldn't see what he was trying to do, and she cut out. And you cut out talking about your life going to be different. How different your life going to be with a divorce? Your life going to be different then too. You realize that, don't you? You realize your quality of life actually going to go down. So leaving, what did leaving do? Nothing. Ended you up in a worse situation than you would have been had you stuck by your husband. Now she gonna be looking stupid if his business take off and he make exponentially more money than whatever he was making before. Then she gonna be wanting to try to figure out how they can work their marriage out. Girl, if you don't get up out my face, I hope you don't take her back. And that's why women file divorce, because they was never really married to you. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you've not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.